Welcome into Gamesthetic episode 181. I'm Alex Live with Sparky3. Hope you're having a phenomenal day today, whatever day you're listening or watching this episode, and we appreciate the hell out of you. We also appreciate everyone who's been subscribing. We just hit 300 subscribers yesterday, and that's really awesome. Really big fan of that one. We got both the boys here in studio at the start of the show. Zach might be having an audio issue. I don't know. Zach, how's it going?
There's a lot of echo today.
A lot of echo today. Okay, I might just be a little too loud for you. I also got to fix your cam. But other than that, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Man, missed you for a while at the start of the show. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Don't expect it next week.
Oh, I know. Also, shout out, next week's his birthday. Shout out to that. All right, I think I fixed your cam. We got John. John, how are you?
So I'm trying to figure out which one of these damn streams for Evo are the one I want to watch.
Yeah, Evo's going on.
It's hard to tell which one it is on mobile.
Yep. How's Evo going? I guess that's a question for both of you. How's Evo going?
Great for me.
It's been a lot to watch. I've had like 5 or 6 streams up all day watching it. Been fun. Been enjoying it. I don't always watch fighting game tournaments, but whenever Evo comes around, I make sure to watch as much as I can.
Yeah, that's always your big one every single year. So I respect that. You know, if the boys want to shout anything out with Evo later on in the show, you know, definitely we'll have time for that. Other than that, for today's show, I got College Football 25. I've played a lot of it, obviously, as the football guy hints if you're watching the video. My Hawaii hat and all my jerseys behind me. John actually played it with EA Play, so he's going to kind of give his thoughts too. The Concord Open Beta did come out. I did play a few rounds of it today after a very long process to download that damn game because of all the issues that took place yesterday with the outages and stuff. I was having some serious server issues. But I finally got to play it. Plus, just want to kind of give some general thoughts on kind of where the game is at from the state, because that open beta is not looking too good. And then Xbox is just, man, they are doing Xbox things. We're gonna talk about that Deadpool controller and just take a trip down memory lane of some of the other controllers that they've done, which I've already shouted out a couple of them on a previous episode where I went down a rabbit hole of weird controllers, and this one is making the list. I gotta say, I'm glad I didn't make that video yet, because I was already planning on including like weird Xbox collabs on that list, you know. Thank God I didn't make that video yet, because now I can include the Deadpool to that list, so that's going to be great. FTC is apparently going to be setting up to battle Microsoft on the new Game Pass tiering, so I'll touch on that. Halo is canceled. We'll touch on that later. A really cool collection of Yu-Gi-Oh games is on the way. Really excited for that, plus such other random things. We'll also shout out our 2 sponsors, Agent Inc. and Rogue Energy, throughout the show. And make sure to join the Discord and be a friend, tell a friend, and we'd appreciate that.
God dang. I didn't realize this. Apparently, 2.2 million people were playing 3 days early on College Football 25.
Yep.
So they all paid $100.
Correct.
God damn.
It's a lot of people. No, I mean, I saw an interesting tweet earlier when it came to college football. That was like, you know, that's an interesting way to look at it, because it's fairly true. You know, it's in reference to how many people's been playing it, you know, is that, you know, college football is one of those rare games, right, that is literally pushing everyone to want to buy a new console just to play it. You know, the college football fan base is the best way to put it. And that's true. I mean, there are people that have not gamed in forever. That's just like, I got to get my hands on this. Got to get my hands on this game, and I got to play it, whatever. I got to fix John.
I just saw myself over there. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, your camera's on. I'll fix it over here. It's all good. I'll fix it over here.
I was about to start moving the desk before you said something.
It's fine. I'll fix it over here. It's fine. This is a grade A production. I can't see it.
Yeah.
We're grade A.
Grade A production, baby. That's probably fine. Perfect. Grade A production.
You could probably see the moment I looked up and went, the hell happened to me?
Yeah, I don't know why it was so over. I don't know. I like this layout because it does work great for shorts and stuff, but I'm already thinking about going back to the other one for just a couple of small reasons. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. But no, I thought that was an interesting comment that, you know, College Football 25 is like a game that is literally pushing people to buy consoles, and it's just like, it's a sports game. You know, because like when it, you know, like GTA 6 is going to be another one that's going to push people to buy new consoles.
Almost definitely.
And college football is in that realm, but it's for college football fans. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's for.
It's not even. I wouldn't even say it's for college football fans necessarily. It's just like football fans who stopped playing games.
Yeah.
But they used to, like, they remember playing NCAA.
Yep.
When they were, because believe me, I've heard plenty of people in the last few days that I know talking about potentially wanting to buy an Xbox or something to play it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I've actually heard a lot of that in the last week.
I mean, heck, I heard that just yesterday. I was at a special event for one of the stores that, you know, I go to and service, and there was another rep there as well for another company, and, you know, me and him got to talking about it. It's like, oh, you know, do you do any games? Like, oh, no, I don't do any game. It's like, okay, you know, we start talking about college football. He's like, man, I will say I am thinking about buying a new Xbox or a PlayStation. I haven't had a new console since the PS3, but I am thinking about buying a PlayStation 5 to play this game. And I'm like, respect. Respect. So, I mean, no, what you just said is the best way to, it's football fans that stop playing, you know, I mean, that's what it's for. It's for football fans. It's, you know, for the people that, you know, like Tyler that plays nothing but sports games. It's people like that, you know, it's just the college football fan base. And it's just, you know, I think, you know, to the average gamer, to the average fan, I think it's just like, don't really comprehend, I guess, like just how massive a release that is if you literally don't follow college football or football gaming at all. You know, like this is a big release. You know, 11 years since the last game. Now, right off the top, going into full thoughts of the game, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. All right, you know, it's a few days since the early access release. I know the game just officially launched yesterday, so there's still a lot of people that's about to be playing it over the weekend for the first time. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think it's already time to get out of the honeymoon phase and it starts time to get a little real about this game. I'm not saying it's bad, but let's get a little real with it. All right. You know, my stance on the game, I don't think it's a perfect game by any means. It's not like this glorious masterpiece that EA cooked up for college football fans. I think there is a lot of glaring issues. I don't think glaring is the right word. There's a lot of issues for the game, right? Like there's a lot of, some of them are nitpicks, some of them aren't nitpicks. You know, I definitely think that, you know, while it's a fun game that I will continue to play an ungodly amount, especially just playing with friends, haven't got to do that in 10 damn years. You know, that look so excited for that. There are things about it that don't make it a perfect game. And honestly, one of the random things that annoys the shit out of me, I don't think will ever be fixed, and it will probably be a permanent thing in all games going forward. And it can be a nitpick that some people saw, like shout Shane at ATFS, like when we talked about it, like all in our little group chat, he said it doesn't bother him. All right, cool. Doesn't bother you. It does bother me because like one of the most glorious things about the college football games is like you just had like free control to like do everything. You know what I mean? Like in terms of editing and just customization, right? So like I understand completely not being able to edit, you know, the players in the game because of likeliness, right? NIL stuff, you know, I totally get it. But the one random thing that just irks me is like the inability to like edit custom players in Dynasty. So like I can't change numbers at all because numbers are tied to players' likeliness. So I totally get it. But like there is no system in the game that allows me to edit an original recruit, you know, his number, or, you know, I can edit their gear and stuff, and that's about it. Like that little bit just kind of irritates me because like one of the beauties of college football games is the full level of customization, right? So like I understand not being able to change like Travis Hunter and Quinn Ewers. You know, I get it. You know, it's the likeliness. You know, it's their image. I totally understand. But it's like, you know, EA removed it from the game completely. They were scared to get sued. That's it. They didn't want someone to find a way to change players and potentially get sued by the player because now they're different in one random gamer's game. It's stupid to me. You know what I mean? But, I mean, whatever. Got to do what you got to do. In terms of the game itself, I think the gameplay feels incredible. It does not feel like Madden, which is a huge W because I think Madden feels terrible. I have not actively played Madden since probably Madden 20, so that's Madden 2019. Because like Madden 21 and on, they continue to like evolve the gameplay, and I just felt like it felt too like almost like a slog is the best way I can put it. While this game, like the gameplay feels very fluid, and just playing the game itself, like all your movements on the field and everything feels to an extent kind of snappy. And I'm using the word snappy because I have a negative that involves that word. But the gameplay, like just the movement of the players and everything of the sort, that feels snappy, that feels fluid. Now, one massive little issue I personally have, a nitpick, and I'm curious if you've seen this too. So I noticed this immediately in my first game, and the first thing I said when I saw this is like, all right, makes sense why this did not come out on previous consoles. Don't think they could run it. Does the game feel laggy at all to you with everything going on? Because the game feels laggy to me. Like all the over-the-top transitions, they all feel like college football and they all look incredible. But there's so much happening at once that I don't feel like my PS5 can keep up. Like, did you feel that at all? Because or are you playing on Xbox?
I'm playing on an Xbox Series S.
Okay, because that's how I feel. Is that I feel like the game is almost lagging because of the amount of transitions. Did you notice that at all, or is it just on like me with a PS5?
I don't know if I would call it lagging.
I don't know if lagging is the right word either.
Where you've been using the term like snappy, I haven't felt like necessarily snappy. I've felt not necessarily lag, but like I feel like there's a lot of delay into every damn thing I try to do.
That's why I chose the word snappy for just the actual gameplay of like moving on the field and stuff.
Snappy makes, like, when you said snappy, I'm like, oh, okay, when you're actually running, like when you're trying to run around with a player, yeah, it feels like you can run
and just change direction.
Well, it feels like you could change direction, but there's definitely been times where I'm playing it, especially if you've done any of like the Road to Glory stuff and done some of the practice drills and stuff that they have in there.
Yeah.
There's definitely moments where like a player will start running and it's like you might try to like angle to run a different direction, but it's almost like it's not allowed to just turn and start running that way because the character will just like stop and their model almost does like a 360 or something because it's trying to figure out how to go that way.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Steve in chat. He's popped in and chatting as well. It stutters. It's not lagging. Stutters is a better word. I didn't know if lagging was the right word. I didn't think it was, but it does stutter in my opinion, with all the transitions and everything going on. But one area with the whole snappy word that annoys the shit out of me is like while the gameplay on the field already, after I snap the ball, hand it off, pass it, whatever, that all feels good. That all feels fluid, quick, and snappy. But where it kills me is at the line of scrimmage. All right. When it comes to like anyone who plays football games, college, Madden, whatever, you memorize everything very quickly, right? That's how I operate, dude. And it just like every player does. Like I'm making adjustments nonstop. I'm changing hot routes. I'm changing line, which way they're going, full slide, max protection, whatever. I'm changing D line. I'm changing secondary. I'm changing linebackers. Dude, that whole process is where it's not snappy at all. I'm so used to being like boom, 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 and it's snappy as hell. Everything that I did just changes and goes on the spot. Dude, this game's got such a stagger for it where it's like it takes me like at least 2 seconds. I know it's like 2 seconds. That shit matters in these games to change like hot routes and like line position and stuff like that. That's where it's not snappy, and it absolutely drives me insane.
See, I've run into that a little bit actually, but I haven't run into it to the extent that you would have because I don't play football games.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about most of that. I'm the casual person who's gonna come in there and I'm just gonna swap between like it's like doing a pass defense and a blitz.
Yeah.
That's all I'm really doing as I'm getting used to the game.
Right.
But even then, like especially as you go through it, like the AI, if you're playing against the AI and that, they'll do rushed offenses, no huddles and stuff like that. And then you're kind of forced to use their system for that, for like choosing your defense or and all that. It's not it's not responsive.
Yeah, so what Steve said in chat about that, he said, I feel like I need a Game Shark just to call it audible on this new system.
Damn.
Facts, dude. It takes a minute. Like it kills me. Like I've gotten times where I've had to burn a timeout because like I'm running out of my play clock and it's going too slow.
Because Zach, I've seen like videos of people doing it in older games.
Okay.
Where it's kind of, in older games, it's kind of like you hold down a button, a wheel. It's almost like a wheel comes up, and you can whip around, change everything, and
Okay.
you can change your every person on your like offense or defense in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
In this, it takes a matter of seconds to get to the menu.
Yep.
To figure out how to change anything.
And it's not like when try to figure it out, it's like not even like, okay, what does what? It just takes so damn long to get.
Because the game's processing what you just entered?
Yeah, basically, because like what Steve said, try to pinch your lines, spread the linebackers, and press on the DBs. You're literally hitting 20 buttons. It's not like you're hitting 20 buttons. Like you're hitting it basically 20 damn times. Is more so what I feel like because it takes so damn long. Because again, it's like I love the direction they took for the game to make it all flashy. I love all the graphics they put in and stuff because it feels like college football. It stands out from Madden, which is the big thing. This doesn't need to be a Madden clone, but I feel like they maybe have gone a little too
much pizzazz, not
too
enough
much
technicality.
Yeah, a little too much pizzazz, and the game just can't really keep up with it, and that's unfortunate because with all of the stuff they've got going on, I mean, it's one of my positives for the game is extremely detailed, from like the stadiums and everything. Like there's small details in the stadiums and like all the graphics that they use and stuff. That's like they did their homework. They did a great job to really do this game justice for the teams and the fans. But I feel like it came at a little bit of a cost because it's just like I feel like the game just kind of staggers a bit at times and it suffers a little bit when you're just trying to do some simple things at the line. But the game is still fun. Like I'm still enjoying it. I've already played a lot of hours, but I still have just nitpicks throughout it. So like the big mode that they had to knock out of the park being Dynasty, recruiting. Very detailed, but I have beefs with it. Like it's very detailed, but I've got beefs.
I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah, John doesn't like the recruiting.
I don't want to. The problem is you start a dynasty, and the first thing it tells you to do is check out your recruitment options,
right?
And then you just get handed a list that you can sort by even if you sort it by recommended, there's a damn 200 people in there,
right?
And it doesn't help because if you get to a position and it'll put 5 people for each position in there, and every single one of them say you need it.
Yeah. Hey, you can set all that to auto though.
You can. It doesn't fucking tell you how.
No, it's at that menu when you're going to set up the dynasty.
Yeah. The game does not you got to think of it from like someone who's just picking this up to play it.
Yeah.
Play it.
I understand.
And they get into that and go, shit, do I have to do all of this?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no,
it's like because someone for me, it's like you could figure out that you could set it up to auto in that.
Right.
But it's like someone's just gonna be like, yeah, I just want to fucking make it play with my team, and they're gonna load into it, and then because every week it tells you to look at your damn recruitment options.
Yeah.
It's fucking tedious.
Oh, it's extremely tedious, but if you love Dynasty and stuff, that's part of it. That's part of the grind that we love. Recruiting is awesome. I will say the recruiting is very detailed. I have very minor beefs where it's like, one of the most random little gripes that I have is that I can't see the players overall once I get through the full recruiting process. I can see their stats, like that's cool, but I want to see a little bit more. I do like the full, send the house, DM the player, check out their socials, talk to their family and friends, and the customization for scheduling their visit. What are they going to do based on what they, their interests are? Like I enjoy all that aspect of it. I just think there could be a little tweaks going forward. I did see like a tweet or something earlier about someone bitching about like the inability to edit players, where it's like when it came to recruits, all being auto generated, like dude, they've got like a bunch of like Hispanic names and stuff, and it's just white dudes with like blonde hair and beards and shit. It's just like you can't change it to match the the vibe of the character. You know what I mean? So and again, it just goes back to a beef that I have is the inability to edit players. It just annoys the shit out of me. Like again, all of the IRL players, all right, that's whatever. I get that. All good. But like the fact that I can't edit the auto-generated custom players, like that annoys the absolute fuck out of me. I swear to Christ, if I recruit a damn quarterback and he gets an ugly ass number like 19, I'm gonna be pissed. You know, it's just shit like that. It's just like, you know, I don't even think you can create prospects. I could be wrong. I don't think I can create prospects, which is also kind of stupid as well. Because it was also kind of one of the appeals is going into a new dynasty, and maybe you want to recruit one of your favorite players from a previous dynasty just to see where he goes and see how he does. Like, I mean, I do that. That's fun. You know, I don't go after him necessarily, but you know, one of my favorite players from a previous dynasty, make him again and see where he goes and see what he does. Like, I don't think you can create players for the you know in the recruiting board, which is also just kind of strange. I could be wrong on that immensely, and maybe I just haven't seen it. I don't know. My bad if I'm wrong. Road to Glory is also kind of interesting. Going into before the game came out, you know, they already announced there'd be no high school element to it. Going into it, wish there was the high school element to it. The high school element was just fun, you know. It's just a fun couple weeks. It kind of felt tedious at times, don't get me wrong, but a fun couple weeks. I mean, setting up your players, it's like you get asked like 3 questions from a reporter, and that's how you set it up.
Yeah, because I started with the what was it Road
to Glory.
Yeah, Road to Glory. Yeah.
Couldn't keep that in my head. I started with that. I don't mind it because I just it's like I created my player, and it's like, yeah, it's like there's not much for you to do for the first couple weeks of the season. But like I did the training in that, and by the 3rd week, it's like I had gained enough of the coach's trust for him to let me fight go for the position.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of don't mind that because I mean, it would be kind of cool if you went through high school with a top prospect up put in, and
Yeah,
to just like start off. But also, I don't mind the aspect of you just being like, okay, I'm going to create this guy, and a couple weeks in, I'm going to challenge for the for the position.
I think the high school thing is just a personal preference. Because, I mean, I see both sides that, man, I really wish I could go through the high school element of things, or of, nah, I'm totally cool. Let's jump into it. You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and get into it and have a great time. You know, I get both sides.
Yeah.
I will say for Road to Glory, while it's college football, so it's fun. I'm having a good time. I got a hell of a shit ton of negatives, though, for Road to Glory. Me, personally, I have got a lot of negatives for Road to Glory and few positives. Like the positives, man, I really enjoy all the different scenarios that can pop up and just kind of like the depth behind that, where it's like you can get a text message like, hey, man, you know, we're going to a party later. Do you want to go? And you can choose to go and potentially lose trust with the coaches, maybe be late for classes or whatever, or you can choose to be a good student. But no, I'm good, man. I got to study. I got to do this or that. You know, I like that element to it. I like the different scenarios that can pop up of just like being a good teammate, being, you know, a good influence on the community. That's all fun. That feels great. You know, the NIL aspect of it, where you can get NIL deals and everything. The way you spend your time between like working out or maybe, you know, doing team activities for leadership, or, you know, studying to keep your GPA up, et cetera, et cetera. That's all fun. Coach Trust, like the Coach Trust stuff. That's a lot of fun too, especially like, you know, as you get through the game and stuff like that, you know. My only beef with the Coach Trust stuff is like I wish like when we were in game, I know this is probably getting like a little detail on the game dev side, and they just maybe not could figure a way out to make that work. I'm not sure. Is one little element I would love to see in the future as games continue to advance is like, for, you know, you get Coach Trust as you make good plays and shit like that, touchdowns, whatever. I would love to get bonus points for Coach Trust if like I call a hot route and that hot route goes for like a big play or TD, because it happens a lot. Like, you know, they give me a play at the field and I see something. It's like, okay, I can probably get like at least 15 yards of this. Okay, I can probably get a TD there with that guy. And I call the hot route and we get exactly what I thought would happen. And it's like, give me a little extra points for that. That'd be pretty sweet. But man, the dislikes that I have, one of the biggest ones that I've already discovered, because I'm in year 2 with my QB, is the completely unrealistic of lead benching. Because I mean, like going back and like even in NCAA 14, if you got such like a great lead on the other team, like they would automatically sub in your second team, you know, to let them have some reps, let your starters rest, not risk injury, and that's how it is with real life too. It is so damn unrealistic, and it infuriates the shit out of me. I don't give a damn if we had a senior QB with an 80 overall and I'm second string with a 70 overall. If we are losing to one of the generic FCS teams that don't actually exist, put me the fuck in. You know, like that's unrealistic. Like even when we have a massive lead, like we only had like 2 wins my first season. We had like one of those 2 wins. We had a massive lead. I didn't get a wink of playing time. But you best believe in my first season of starting, we're up 35 fucking points, and they pull me out for the second string, and I'm just like, the fuck.
See, I had the completely opposite response where I joined a team in the first game. By halftime, they were up by 35, and I got subbed in.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen with me. And here's where I got really pissed just earlier. It was Sam Houston came to Hawaii. I got my team up like 40 something to 7, and then they took the starters out, you know, and randomly Sam Houston went on a drive, baby, in like the third or fourth quarter, and the game ended like with me winning by 3 points, and I never got subbed back in. So it's like as they're building up their return, you know, closing the gap, I'm like, why aren't you putting me back in if we lose? Because you don't put me back in, I'm gonna be pissed.
Because it sounds like the college coaches in that has the How to Coach for Dummies book.
Basically, dude, it annoys the shit out of me.
You know, I will say there is something nostalgic about how this game works in like the Road to Glory, because when like you play, like in Road to Glory, you play when your player would be doing something.
Yeah.
So if you're on offense, when defense happens, you just get a very quick, you get a view of the field, and you get like colored images on the field of what happened on the drive until you go back in. That is some MLB like 17 the show, road to the show type stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like it started doing that. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, I don't need to see that. Why are you gonna waste 30 seconds of my time letting me know that they went that they went through a drive right there? Mm-hmm. It's like just because like the way it works in like Road to the Show now is you just jump from, it's like, okay, it's like
scene to scene.
You just jump around. It's like, okay, you were just at bat, the inning's over. Now you're either back up to bat or you're in the field because the ball's about to come your way or something. Yeah. Or like something is about to happen to involve your character. I don't need the unnecessary watching just a picture happen on the screen for what's happening in the game. That might just be me.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, you're in year 2. I mean, are you still enjoying seeing that happen?
That's a no.
Just think of how much more playing time you could have done in that period of time if your drive ended and then it's like you got a scoreboard pop up and then you went back in instead of having to watch 20 seconds of
nonsense,
of just nonsense go across the field.
Right. Yeah.
Because even if it's a 3 and out, nothing happens. I don't know. It's a little
personal annoyance.
It was a personal annoyance for me because I was like, come on, it's like we figured this out in the other sports game 6 years ago.
I was about to say, one of the last NBA games I played was I think 22, and it did the same thing on my character thing. Is just when I was in, I played. When I wasn't, it just sped through things.
Right. Yeah, it's like I don't know why that's got to be the solution. Why do I gotta speed through until my time comes back up? It's like show me scoreboard how much, or just a pop up. Their drive lasted this long.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see the rest of it.
Yeah, right. Also, Dave is in chat. Dave, I am playing on PlayStation. I do want to get it for Xbox eventually, though. But that's what everyone else had it on, was PlayStation. So had to get PlayStation Plus again. Wasn't happy about it. Is what it is.
Well, now you can test PlayStation Plus
again.
I assume you got the lowest tier.
No,
What is wrong with you?
I did get premium. I wanted to play some games that was on there that I've been looking for a little while. So figured I'd just.
This
get
was
premium.
just his excuse, and he's trying to complain about it. You bitch.
I was really hoping no one was gonna ask me what tier I got. I wasn't gonna lie. I could have easily lied and played it off, no big deal. But I gotta be honest. You know, we're all about honesty here. I did get premium, unfortunately.
At least it was only premium.
Only premium. That's the highest tier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I obviously I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
mess with PlayStation
Yeah.
enough.
No, it's the highest tier.
I don't think I've ever had PS Plus.
I canceled it when they did all their nonsense.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when they changed everything. No, overall, top to bottom, you know, I feel like everything that we've said negative about college football is a lot of nitpicking, and it is. There are some legitimates, though. I think the staggering is a legitimate issue. I think the lack of editing players is an issue, but it is a very fun game. Just want to take that off. You know, when I said at the beginning, like, hey, it's time to leave the honeymoon phase, I think that's just me saying, let's stop calling this the most perfect game in football history, because it's not. Let's pump the brakes. It's really fun, but let's pump the brakes. It's not the greatest game in existence.
I mean,
14 still holds that title apparently.
14 is still really good.
I would like here's what I would say as someone who has not played a football game in years and played a lot of college football when I was younger.
Yeah.
This game does not play how I remembered it playing.
Yeah.
This game does not feel how I remember it playing.
Right.
And I remember it in a really positive light.
Right. Yeah.
I have some nitpicks with it. I've played it some. It's like I'm playing it on the EA Play 10-hour trial. I don't know that I'm gonna buy it when the trial period is over, unless I suddenly start having a lot more fun. But like, just from somebody who's not typically like, I don't play a ton of sports games. I play the show. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then WWE.
That's different.
Shout out to Cody, Rhea, and Rey Mysterio coming to Warzone. Fucking stupid. Did you guys see that?
Nope.
Yeah, Cody, Rhea, and Rey Mysterio are coming to Warzone as skins,
Why not?
and you
What
can
is, so what is Warzone?
Call of Duty. Yeah, and you can even do the crossroads on somebody. I saw this, and I saw one comment just like, what has Call of Duty become? And they're just like
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. That's
You said Warzone, and for some reason my mind went War Games.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about wrestling.
yeah. No.
Because after you said Call of Duty, I went, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's their battle royale. So
I'm just trying to imagine, like it, like that has to be like
That's weird.
that's got to be like you come up from behind someone and hit them with an execution or something. But I'm just imagining like two people come up and they both do an execution on like people next to each other. One guy's gonna like throw them to the ground, snap their neck, stab them 5 times or something. The other guy's gonna do a crossroads.
yep.
So can you only do Crossroads? You can't 619 somebody?
Yeah, it's just crossroads. I don't even think they
Okay,
added
try
Rhea.
to figure that out.
That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see which poor fuck had to animate that in Warzone.
Throw them into a window and then you knock the wall out as you come around.
I wanted to know if they made some unfortunate, like
Oh.
2 people have to figure out animating that.
Imagine riptiding someone off the
Yeah,
top of
I
a
know.
building.
That's what I was gonna say was Riptide. I'll also add this, something I thought about with them adding Rhea is like I feel like they added just like an automatic cheat code with Rhea where it's just like, you know, there's gonna be so many players that's gonna see Rhea in the field. It's like I can't kill her. I can't kill them. It's like I gotta leave them. I gotta leave mommy alone. I can't kill them.
That's not true.
No.
That is totally true. That is totally true. I promise you, Shane is a COD player. I will ask him. I'm gonna ask Shane. Shane, if you see a Rhea on the field, are you gonna do anything about
That's
it?
one
He'll
person.
probably be, that's
Hey.
a lot of people that love mommy. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
Also, there's going to be a lot more than one mommy on the field.
That's also true. There's gonna be a lot.
People
of
are
them.
going to look at that shop and go, "Oh, I'm buying that."
Oh yeah, it's like that's an immediate purchase, man.
And they could
Jesus
probably throw that in there for $50. People will still buy it.
People are gonna be buying it, man. The fandom there is very strong.
Yeah, I'd have no issue shooting her.
Well, I know you wouldn't.
I do enjoy the storyline going currently with that because I have seen some of the Jey Uso stuff
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
the Waffle House comment.
Yeah. I saw like one little like interview, whatever, where whoever was interviewing Jay was just like, "Yo, do you have mommy's number?" He's just like, "Yeet," and he leaves, whatever. And she comes back and asks Rhea that. It's like, Rhea, does Jay have your number? She just kind of pauses there for a minute. She just goes, "Yeet," and just leaves. That's been an interesting storyline.
But all right, wrong show.
Yeah, it's a future show coming. We can always make time for wrestling here, though. It's okay.
We've done it before.
That's still one of my favorite shorts that I've made. Of me and John reacting to the Money in the Bank. Oh, jeez.
He sent me that, and my first thought was, man, I did not realize how much I was just staring off the screen.
Yeah.
Yep. But no, college football 25, it is a lot of fun. I just think as a community, we should leave the honeymoon phase and stop calling it the greatest game ever. There are people saying that this game has changed my life. I'm glad you're having a fun time. But let's come back to earth. It's a good game. It's got problems. Problems that can be improved on. That's the main thing if they improve upon it or not. Anyway, I'm going to shout out one of our sponsors. Let's shout out some Rogue Energy. You can use the referral link down below. Promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off that order, and we'd appreciate that extra support. But even if they have a different code going on, a different sale, you can save a little bit more money, that's fine. Just use the referral link, and you're still going to support the brand and pick up some hydration, some chill, or the energy line. They're all delicious.
You can also try their new subscription, get even 10% more off by having a subscription, and get 1 or 2 tubs a month at a steady price.
I didn't see that. What?
Yeah, this has been
you
going
didn't
on for
see
like
that?
a month.
No, I didn't see that.
They've had it for like over a month.
I did not see that. That's awesome. I'm going to have to look into that.
And you can cancel it and pause it at any time if you decide you have too much or just want to skip a month or two.
Yeah, I did not see
So
that.
yeah,
That
check
is
out
awesome.
Rogue Energy's memberships, subs.
Shout out to Rogue, man. Rogue's changing the game. I like that. All right, boys. Do we want to chat about Concord or do we want to chat about Xbox and their weird controllers?
I think you would be talking about
Yeah,
Concord.
I know. It'd be me. I know. It'd be me. Which one do we want to chat about, boys?
Let's just get it over with.
Concord. Yeah. Have you guys seen the player counts for that on Steam?
No, but I know it's extremely low.
Have you seen it, John?
I haven't cared since I found out it was a hero shooter.
Oh, I know. But it's been in the news. That's why I didn't know.
I haven't, like, if I see the word, I haven't looked any further into it because I got so mad after that trailer.
So I know for Steam, I saw like the max concurrent player count was like 2,300. And I think the live count that I saw was like 1,200 players earlier, 1,300 players. I mean, that's bad. Like, this game's in trouble. I did download the open beta on PlayStation, and I played 3 rounds. So, going into it, I remember all like the news from the closed beta. It's like, oh, the gameplay feels good. There's not enough for the game to stand out. Why would you play this when you can play Overwatch or Paladins or whatever? I don't think the gameplay felt that great. And I know I fucking suck. I'm not going to say it. It's like, oh, this guy just sucks. That's why he's saying that. No, I mean, I admit I suck. I just don't think the gameplay felt good. One random thing that really irked me, and I saw some other people that said that this is one of the most egregious things about this game. There's no way that for me to try fucking characters. Like, there's no like training mode or whatever. Like for this open beta, so I'm going in here and
Blind,
dude, completely. I picked like this big, like the big orange robot dude, like
the Dustbuster.
Yeah, one off. Didn't know what the hell this thing was. I get in there, I have a vacuum cleaner as a weapon.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. But
You're cleaning the streets.
basically, no, I mean there was a couple characters that I kind of started to get a little bit of a vibe with, like Star Child. That's like the big Drax looking buff dude on the cover. I started to get a little bit of a vibe with him going, as well as like the main dude on the cover, like the lizard looking guy, Linux, whatever. Started to get a little bit of a vibe with him going, but I don't think the gameplay was like that outstanding. I genuinely don't. I mean, it was like, this is fine. It's not terrible, but it's like, this is fine. This is a game, I guess. Which me feeling that way tells me this game's going to absolutely go nuclear and bomb. Because, like, again, it's like if it was free to play, I think it'd have a chance to survive. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why would you play this at a $40 price tag when you can play like Overwatch, even though that's a shit show, but it's still free to play.
Yeah.
It's Overwatch, it's established. Yeah, it's like, you have Marvel Rivals coming out that's going to be free to play. It's like, why would I spend $40 on this?
I mean, Overwatch 2 got some stuff. Apparently, Juno's really good.
I did see that. Also, they got the Transformers collab coming.
Yep.
So shout out to that. But I will say with the whole like it's a hero shooter thing, John. Man, this game really just I just feel like this game wanted to be a single player experience. Like because you, right when you start off the game, you're immediately into like cutscene sequences, getting to meet the characters and kind of their dreams and and it's kind of lengthy. It's like about 5 to 6 minutes worth.
Damn.
And I'm just like, I'm just really getting the vibe that like this. They wanted this to, be a single player experience, and here we are. You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
the trailer that they released for the game before we saw anything on it, before we saw like any gameplay or before they told us what it was gonna be.
It very much seemed like some
It
single
looked
player
like
adventure game.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna be an adventure game, and I was really excited. And then immediately my hopes were dashed.
Right.
But it's like, I mean, I'm not surprised because, I mean, there's a ton of hero shooters out there. There's probably like 5 like free to play hero shooter games that also have other game modes that I've played in the last year that are probably better than it.
Right.
That average the same player counts that they're having right now in their open beta or closed beta, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the reason I was irritated when they announced it.
I'll tell you this as well. Like, I think overall best case scenario for this game would have been a single player narrative experience. All right, that's obviously best case scenario from the universe, the characters, and everything. But if you wanted to really lean into a PvP thing, right? I was thinking about when I was playing earlier that I understand, to my knowledge, they're going to be adding PvE content, but I feel like that should have been the lean in. I think this game could have potentially succeeded almost like in a Destiny sort of element where you have that story mode. You have that PvE element, where you can play with a couple friends with, the whatever the name of the group is, and go through the story, experience it, whatever, but then also still have your PvP hero shooter element, which I know Destiny's not a hero shooter, but you get my point. Like you can coexist with both where the focus is on the story and not it just being a PvP hero shooter. Because in my opinion, seeing how they're going about this game and just the vibe that, from doing the gameplay, the obvious focus is that, hey, we're a hero shooter, but hey, we're going to have like videos about the characters you can watch here on the home screen. So go do that too. It's like, no one's going to do that. No one gives a shit. But it leaning so hard into the PvP element, I just don't think anyone's going to care. Not for a $40 price tag. Not when the gameplay feels like it did. I mean, it felt fine. It felt okay. But, for it being, again, something coming into a genre that's oversaturated, has established, games that while love them or hate them, they play well. Overwatch plays well as much as that game pisses me off. And it's been a shit show from a development side. And then come in at a $40 price tag. You know what I mean? Like, if this would have been free to play, it could stand it would have a chance at survival. I don't think this game has a single chance.
It's not even like when hero shooters get brought up, everybody wants to mention like Overwatch or like Paladin. They want to mention things like those games. It's not even those. Like I said, there's 24 random free to play hero shooters on Steam. A new one comes out every 3 months or so. They're all decent. They're not bad, but it's just they're there. It's like everybody. It's like people hop between these games when they come out to try them for a little bit, then they go back to whichever one they found the most fun. Nobody wants to pay $40 for this.
No.
Also, you don't make a PvP hero shooter and then try to make PvE content around it. If you want to do something like that, make your PvE content and then make a PvP mode around it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm pitching.
Yeah,
That's
I know, but it's
done.
like if you try to go backwards
Yeah.
and make the PvP and then try to figure out PvE to go around it, it never works.
Like, I think if it would have been a PvE focused game and they still wanted to do an open beta, I think that's fine. You could have done like 1 or 2 missions, whatever, to do PvE and try the game and play the characters, whatever. Instead, you just have like this thing, hey, it's PvP, go try it out, go play it.
Well, the other thing is, like, you wanna make a game like this and have a PvP mode. and an open beta for it, you know what you do? It's like you give them a mission or two to play,
Yeah.
and then just give them a wave-based horde mode to fight against random enemies. Doesn't matter if that's part of the game or not. Just give them something to do to play with the abilities.
Right.
I don't know.
This game is a straight up disaster. Like, you know, like I'm not saying it's a horribly built game. It's just like it's just me seeing the writing on the wall. This game is going to aggressively flop, especially if Sony is determined and it's launching next month. That's what's wild. It's launching next month.
It's just got a lot of red flags and just a time and point where people are oversaturated with hero shooters.
Yeah.
There's like a couple other big name hero shooters that it's going to be competing against. It almost seems to me similar to Battleborn and Overwatch when Overwatch originally came out with Battleborn, because both got highly compared to each other. They were actually fairly different games, but just because of the timing and everything, Battleborn got absolutely snuffed, and Overwatch was the huge success that it became.
Yeah.
And absolutely killed Battleborn. But I feel like Concord's at sort of a worse point just because we're at a point where people are over hero shooters, and it just happens to be coming out in information at the same time as another hero shooter, Marvel Rivals, which is actually something that looks
Really fun.
and intriguing for people.
Yeah.
Even with its oversaturation in the hero shooters and sort of fatigue from hero related stuff.
Right. You couldn't have said it better myself. That's 100% correct.
Also, I just want to point out, I do acknowledge that I am probably in the minority of people who are just completely fucking done with hero shooters.
Yeah, I get
People still love them. They look forward to them. It's like part of the argument is, yeah, there's other really good ones that are going to be free coming out. I'm just done with
it. Yeah,
them.
he just don't give a shit.
I'm done when
you're done with them like you're done with remakes.
Yeah. When I see hero shooters, I lose interest. Eventually, I will probably end up trying some of these games. Not anytime soon.
Right. I'm excited for Marvel Rivals though. Hopefully, I have a beta code coming my way. I'm excited for that. That beta code, closed beta in just a few days. So hopefully, get a chance to play it. Really excited for that one. I have a feeling I am not going to be a good Spider-Man player, and that breaks my heart. I've seen the gameplay for it. I'm like, I think I'm going to be way too bad for that.
Just play Venom then.
Probably going to play a lot of Venom. Venom is my style of character in those kind of games. I love me some bruisers, baby. So, Concord looks like a shit show. Good luck, Sony. All right, let's shout out our other sponsor, Agent Inc. You can pick up a jersey or a hat with the link down below, and we'd appreciate the support, whether if you want the trash can hat, the Sparky 3 hat, Sparky 3 jersey, AniMan Plus jersey. We'd appreciate that. Gamesteck and ATFS still got to get updated. Agent Inc. was just a sponsor for, I think it was called Creator Fest or something like that. I got a RSVP for it Friday to be able to join the show, but unfortunately was not able to do that. Anyway, let's go back over here. Also, I just realized this is kind of funny. I think let me look at the Rogue Energy screen too. Okay, yeah, it was. So whenever we swapped to our sponsors just now, we can't hear it because of how low it was. Our music was still playing for those two screens. I didn't even notice. The music's not on the 3-cam screen, but I looked up and I'm like, why is that green bar moving? Oh, that's our music. At least it's low. That's the plus side. So got some nice background music for the video part. So that's cool. So about this Deadpool controller.
I mean, it's just a meme controller.
I mean, it really is.
It is.
I mean, it's fully on brand for Deadpool.
It is. It's fully on brand for Deadpool, and at this point, it is fully on brand for Xbox. Fully on brand for Xbox. Yeah, I shot this out a couple weeks ago, and I went down a rabbit hole of like weird controllers, and it's just like, man, Xbox, like they just have such an interesting history throughout this generation so far. You know, they got the furry Sonic controllers. That was a thing. Shot to that. And then I forgot completely about the Pizza Senta TMNT controllers.
I don't remember that one.
I forgot about it completely until I found it, where it's like you have like the controller that's like all like slimed and green, you know, and then it's like it got a color for one of the turtles, but then it's like it has a literal like pizza on the top of the controller that you can like attach in, whatever. And it does smell like pizza apparently. So it's like, all right. Then you have the Canadian Tuxedo, which is
that one.
A denim controller, the Wonka chocolate controller. And apparently there's a Bojangles controller I didn't know about where it just looks like fried chicken.
I didn't know about the Wonka one. I heard the Bojangles one.
Yeah, like, and now you've got the Deadpool cheeked up controller with the Xbox.
It's literally
as well.
just a wrist mouse pad, just backwards.
Basically, it's also detachable. That's all. So you can take the cheeks off if you want to take the cheeks off.
Imagine going into the controller lab and just seeing that to be able to edit.
Right? Oh, that'd be amazing. No, that's something I saw a lot of people comment. It's like for all these weird controllers, is that they wish they're like Xbox would like put them up for sale, make them on a super limited run, whatever, but put them up for sale. Like
On
it's
Lab or something?
Yeah, it's always a giveaway. You know, so I entered the giveaway for the Deadpool cheeked up controller in Xbox. Obviously, I'm not gonna win it. I'm very unlucky. I don't win shit like this. But dude, it's just fascinating, man. The Xbox Series like generation, just the mindset of like, we don't got much going on. Let's just lean into memes. We're gonna have a furry controller, you know, we're gonna have a denim controller, a pizza controller. Now we're gonna have a cheeked up controller. Let's just lean into the memes.
It's not even just lean into the memes with that. They're just super into making any controller right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, just if you look at it, think of just this year alone, 2024, how many like special edition, like new colored controllers that they've come out with.
Yep.
That's their new thing. Is they're just like, we're just gonna make controllers, and every now and then we're just gonna make a fucking weird one.
Yep. Facts. I know the last like batch they had that was pretty sick because they had that Power World batch. You guys remember those? You know, there's 4 different colors. Those were sick.
Yes, they were nice.
Yeah, I liked those a lot. And then we have, of course, John's favorite of the Redfall controllers.
It's
It's a good controller.
That's a great
Those were
looking
good controllers.
It's an awesome controller.
Yeah,
I mean, all the designs on those controllers were actually really nice.
great designs for such a terrible game.
I used the design lab for the first time ever, so I could get one of those.
That's funny. That's funny that it was Redfall that pushed you to the design lab for the first time.
The thing was, we didn't know it was going to be a shit game.
Yeah,
at
we
the
didn't know
time.
that
Yeah,
yet.
that's
We had
true.
our suspicions, but
It's like I mean, I remember watching the first trailer and going, "That game doesn't look great, but the
Right.
controller looks cool."
Yeah, that controller looks pretty sick, though.
the controller will make you look at Redfall going, why did I stop playing that? Because that
No.
looks really good.
No,
As the one person that played it, he's just like,
let
know
me
about that.
let me put it this way: when I stopped playing Redfall, I've never had the urge to go back and play it again.
That's fair.
But I use the controller every day.
every day. That's his go-to controller, baby. Oh no, the Deadpool cheat up controller, man. It's just it's wild, dude. It's cool. Shout out to Deadpool
I'm
coming
curious,
out.
Alex, when I send that to you, had you already signed up or did you sign up when I sent it to you?
Oh, I already signed up.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I signed up with the Gamesthetic Twitter to my own Twitter. double chances, baby.
I will say I bought a whole bunch of batteries a couple days ago on like because it was just Prime Day.
Yeah.
Batteries were super cheap.
I should have done that. Shit.
I could use all my controllers as long as I want to now.
I should have bought some batteries too. I wish I would have thought of that. I should have done that for Prime Day. Missed opportunity. Maybe next year.
See, for me, for Prime Day, I was looking at affirming a very nice curved monitor.
Don't you have like a 49-inch right now?
48.
Okay.
I can always use another one.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I have 4 monitors.
I'm not a fan of curved monitors.
I like them.
I get that some people do. I think my problem is I jumped in on them very early. So
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
the technology for them has probably gotten way better. I just have a bad taste in my mouth.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. I've got a curved monitor for my primary monitor. My main monitor on the desk is an Acer curved monitor. I'm a big fan of Acer brand. And then all of my other 3 monitors aren't curved. Love 4 monitors, man. Can't go back. 4 monitors is a game changer. How many do you have now? Do you have 3?
No, I actively use 2, but then I have a TV. So I have 2 monitors like right in front of me, and then I have a TV on the end of my desk, and then I have my big TV behind me.
Okay. No, I love me some 4 monitors, man. Game changer. So didn't pull the trigger, huh?
No.
Maybe next time. Then you can have yourself 2 big curved monitors. How big was that monitor?
I want to say it was a 60.
Oh
I
my
should've-
God.
I should have shown you. I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about. I was talking to somebody. They went to a Best Buy, and they saw the most ridiculous monitor.
Is it the 82-inch one? Yeah, I've seen that one before. Yeah,
Wait,
no,
hold on. What?
that thing is a monster.
let me-
It is
let me-
ridiculous.
let me look
You
this
can
up.
turn it vertical.
Yes, you could turn it vertical. It is ridiculous.
It's also a curved monitor.
Yes,
so why
it
would
is.
you ever turn it vertical?
2 years ago. The first time I saw it was 2 years ago. It was on sale for Prime Day because I think it's like almost like a $3,000 monitor,
It's absurd.
and they had it for just a flat 1,000 on Prime Day, and I almost bought it back then.
Yeah, so I saw they took pictures of it in the store that it had like comparisons of stuff around it to see how big it was. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, no, the 82-inch curved monitor is a monster.
Nobody needs anything.
It
like
is.
that.
There's no reason to have that thing. It's literally just a flex purchase. There's absolutely no need to have that.
See, I'm not finding the monitor, but I'm finding TVs.
It may not be 82, it may be 80-inch, but it's a ridiculous screen size for a monitor.
What brand is it? Samsung? If so, then I think I found it.
I don't remember, honestly.
Samsung. Oh, I got that pop up. Stupid. I don't care about your summer sale. I'm never coming back to this website again. Samsung QE 82T 82-inch direct lit 4K crystal UHD LED display. So I'm assuming that'd be it.
That sounds right.
$2,900. Yeah, this is it. That is crazy. Jesus Christ. I also saw that Best Buy is selling a TLC because that's a great brand.
Tender Love and Care?
Oh yeah, 115-inch fucking TV for $20,000. Jesus Christ. TLC sucks. Why would you even buy that?
Also a very unnecessary purchase.
Also, yeah, extremely unnecessary. 150, yeah, just
Right
like
there.
115-inch TV right there, boy. Oh, future
Fuck
dream.
the artwork.
Yeah, fuck the artwork, he says.
No one sees it anyways besides us.
That's true. That's true. We haven't used that couch shot in quite a while. So
You could have an animated Sparky 3 behind Zach.
I could, yeah.
You could.
We wouldn't be able to see the beautiful cedar wall. We had just 150. Stop trying to convince me to do this eventually, because it's not going to happen. I'm not buying a 115-inch monitor.
Sure you can.
Maybe
Or
not
TV.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not. Well, not today. No.
Just get a loan out for it.
I'm not putting a loan out for that. Yeah, imagine just like, I just put a loan out for a $20,000 TV. It's like, don't you need a new car? Nah, I need this TV, man. I need it for my studio. You wouldn't understand.
It's called priorities.
Yeah, it's like the Joker meme. It's like, you wouldn't get it. It's like, relax, man. It's like, are you sure? I thought you needed a new car. I thought you said you needed a new car. No.
I attached wheels to it. It is my new car.
Yeah, basically. That's so stupid. So dumb. You guys got anything else that you want to chat about before we go into weekly wrap up?
I do want to shout out something I'm surprised you may have saw. There was a modder who made a first-person mod for Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I did not see that.
So for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition on PC, you can play it in first person.
Ooh. Good thing I bought it for PC.
So yeah, that's definitely a game-changing experience probably for the Mass Effect trilogy.
I want to try that now.
But I think at the time when I read it, because I read the article yesterday, that at the time the mod only worked fully through the first game.
Oh, okay. Probably still was working on the rest then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, I mean I bought Legendary Edition for PlayStation for PC not that long ago. There was some stupid cheap sale for it.
For summer sale, yeah.
No, it was. I probably bought this. God, man, 6 months ago.
Oh.
But I bought it for me and
Winter sale.
yeah, winter sale. There you go. I bought
New
it for,
Year's sale, maybe.
Yeah, I bought it for me and Christina both. I mean, I got the Legendary Edition on Steam. I think it was through Amazon for literally I think $5 a pop. Like $5 for that. I'm like, fuck it, why not? I can bought it or something. Who cares? It's cool. I'm here for that.
Too much.
Relax. You need to relax. Just stop. That's a great deal. I don't want to hear that from you. You're just negative Nancy over there.
Hey, I'm allowed to be negative about it because I did try it. Multiple times I tried to give your franchise a shot and I did not enjoy it. I am allowed to say I did not enjoy it.
We got a new one coming out, John. You want to try that one?
Hell no.
Why? It might be amazing. You might love it.
We haven't heard anything about it in a year or two.
No, we heard some stuff last
Also,
November.
just because I would if I liked one portion of it doesn't mean I would suddenly like the rest of it.
I mean, you might.
No. It's
One day I'll get you into Mass Effect.
No,
Yeah.
I've tried.
I know that ship sailed. I appreciate you for trying. That ship has sailed though. I get it. You guys got anything else before we get a weekly wrap up? Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to chat about? Anything fun? Anything cool?
First Descendant got some updates this week. The team actually made some decent quality of life changes, as far as like some drops and things like that, to make some of the grinding a little not as
Less
bad.
headbanging.
And when I say grinding, I mean just like generic drops, not like actual, like
Anything worth a damn.
not like actual like amorphous drops or blueprints and stuff like that. Just like gold and shards and stuff, they increase pretty heavily. Still tedious to farm, so and they are working on, or they said they're actively keeping an eye on people that are AFK farming. In the essence of like they're just joining missions, and because most of the missions people can complete real quick, so they just join in, don't ever do anything, and just gain the rewards. So they are actively trying to map out, based on people's reports, AFK trends, so that they can potentially put a system in place for it. So there's been some decent response from the community based on some of the updates and changes that we've had so far.
Good. Still having a blast?
Yeah, I said I was going to slow down playing it. All that really did was it refocused me, because when I said I was going to slow down, it just it helped me focus on what I actually wanted to grind instead of just trying to do everything all at once. So now I'm slightly more efficient in what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm glad you're more efficient. Shout out to refocusing.
But yeah, still very much enjoying it.
Good. All right, let's start going through the weekly wrap up. So the first thing that's not on the script, but I want to shout out, hey, happy 1 month until Black Myth Wukong. As of today, we are almost there, baby. I saw something or some post earlier about like Black Myth Wukong that you know, trying to remember what it was, where it's like you're basically gonna get a lot of vibes at times of like almost stuff from like that you would see in like a Studio Ghibli film, where it's like a false sense like security and stuff like that, and just like the different like some different inspirations that you may see and everything. Like there was like a list of like 5 or 6 things I meant to add to the script, but I totally forgot. I retweeted it though. You can check that out at Gamesthetic Pod. But yeah, 1 month of Black Myth Wukong. Very, very excited for that.
I'll never see that.
Nope. One day I'll get you on Twitter.
Nope.
One day.
That's the same day you'll get him to play Mass Effect and say he likes it.
Damn. That's a fact. I can't argue that. Oh man. All right, let's move through the rest of this though. For the weekly wrap up, first thing I've got here is the FTC and Microsoft might be going head to head once again. FTC is calling Microsoft's new Game Pass standard as a degraded product in a filing with the U.S. Court of Appeals, claiming Microsoft's exercising market power post-merger of Activision Blizzard. Microsoft responded saying the discontinuation of the Xbox Game Pass console for this isn't a downgrade because Game Pass console for $10 did not have online play, which I did not know that. So they would have had to add Core anyway, which is an additional 10, making it a total of 20 a month, while Game Pass Ultimate is now 20 a month, versus the standard tier having the online function and Game Pass function. It just doesn't have the day one games, so it's not really a downgrade.
How would that make sense? Because previously they didn't have Core, so you only would have been able to have console, and people have been able to play online.
Well, they would have had to have Xbox Live Gold.
But Xbox Live Gold hasn't been a thing for the last 6 months.
Well, yeah, that's where the Core came in.
But if you went to like the Game Pass section to buy Game Pass in the last 6 months, you had 3 options. You had Xbox Game Pass for console, for PC, and Ultimate.
Yeah, and then like Core is completely separate because Core is what replaced Gold. So it's just still just like what we bitched about.
And more or less
It's
they're
just
saying
stupid.
they're more or less saying the console version just had Game Pass. You couldn't play online with it.
Yeah. And now Game Pass standard, you can play online and play Game Pass. You just don't have day one games. But FTC is saying that it's a degraded product. And Microsoft saying it's not, and it's just stupid. It's just more stupid shit.
More or less, Microsoft is going to have to go back to court
I want
because of Activision Blizzard.
Basically.
I want Xbox to lose this just so we don't have 7 tiers.
Oh man, that's funny. Man, we just hit max red on that one. All right, moving on. So Halo on Paramount Plus has been canceled after 2 seasons. Let's go! Woo!
It seems like a weird thing to cheer. But I think everyone in the gaming sphere is unanimously happy about this. But people who just watch it as a TV show and don't know about it are probably upset.
I'm going to say people dislike the Halo Paramount series more than Infinite.
Yeah, 100%. I think when they showed Chief's cheeks, I think that's where they drew the line.
Well, that's why I was specifying. I think regular TV watchers enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes. Halo and gaming fans were just like, why does he keep taking the helmet off?
Why is he naked? Why can we see his cheeks?
Story reasons.
But the showrunners are apparently going to be seeking a new platform for a potential 3rd season. Good luck, buddy. I don't think anyone's going to pick it up. If they do pick it up, let's say
Peacock.
Peacock.
They probably would.
Peacock probably would. I would love Amazon to pick it up and then just tell them, hey, you know what? Fuck you. You sucked for 2 seasons. We're doing it the right way. Then I'd be on board with it. But that's not going to happen.
They'd be like pitching it around, and Amazon would go, yeah, we'll buy you.
But
We'll buy you.
But we're
It's
doing
like,
it our way.
Sign the contract.
We'll buy your IP.
They come over, and it's like, yeah, we own this now. Go away.
Yeah, basically, we're gonna do this the right way, the way that will actually bring in positive views.
They would just release it as Halo. They would just release it as Halo, replacing what's already existing, and just not say a word.
The season starts, the actor who was playing Chief just gets punched out by the actual Chief. He's an imposter the past 2 seasons.
Right. No, I saw one comment that was so funny to me involving the celebration of this being canceled. Someone's like, this TV series was basically was Master Chief cosplaying in a generic sci-fi world. This was not Halo. This is Master Chief just dropped into another world.
This is if you ever wondered what Chief got up to when he was just floating through space.
This is it.
He wasn't asleep all that time. He got up and walked around this other planet from time to time.
Maybe this is just one of his fever dreams before he got
Before
he,
Cortana woke him up.
Yeah, before he crashed back into Earth or wherever he was at.
Oh man, this show sucked. Shout out to it being canceled. Shout out to that. All right, the next thing I've got is there is a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection for Switch that was announced. It's available for pre-order right now. Weirdly, though, they have not released the game list that's going to be on this, besides a couple of them that were Japan-only releases. But to my understanding, it's going to have a pretty lengthy list of old games, like GBA games and stuff, and Game Boy Colors. And so there are at least a couple of games that I'm licking my lips, please be in this. Because I love those handheld games, man. Those handheld games are great.
Yeah, this will probably be something that I buy. I may never touch it.
But
I was supposed to say, I think the only early Yu-Gi-Oh games I played was Forbidden Memories.
that's one on the PlayStation.
Yep.
That game is so damn good.
It's hella hard too when you're
but it's
10-year-old.
so damn fun.
Because you actually have to play it with Yugi's deck, and you realize Yugi's deck sucks.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no, my Yu-Gi-Oh game experience up until Legacy of the Duelist was just a couple GBA games, I think I had a Game Boy Color one and then a GBA one.
Yeah, the only other one I played was a GBA, which was the Battle City one.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's Worldwide something. It's got a blue cover. That game is awesome. Love that game so much. But no, I'm excited for this collection. It's $50, so I'll take that.
I'll probably pick it up. I mean, why not? I think I bought Legacy of the Duelist twice.
Did you?
Yeah, because I think I had it on my Xbox and then bought
I
it
thought
on the
Legacy
Switch.
of the Duelist was free.
I think it's Dual Links.
Yeah,
okay.
you're thinking of the other one. Legacy of the Duelist was you could play through the stories of all of the shows from both perspectives.
Gotcha. Okay.
But no, that collection looks pretty cool. Just give us the list of games that's going to be coming with it. Because like I said, they've only shown like, I think 2, and they were Japan only releases. So that's also cool to get new games completely. Excited for that collection. Apparently the PS5 Pro is still on track to release this year. All right. And it's going to potentially be revealed at Gamescom per reports, which is coming up in August. So that's a pretty quick turnaround of an late August reveal and then launch in probably like November or October. I'm still questioning why the hell we even need this. I don't think we do. I think this is just Sony wanting money.
Probably. I mean, they're just probably sticking to the trend. They've released a better version of the console every generation. So
At the half-year mark, which I get. I get it. This is 4 years into the console. I get it.
It makes sense that there would be an upgraded like Xbox Series S that
makes sense.
comes out. The other two, we don't need it.
Not right now.
They're not using the power of them still.
Yeah, I know. The consoles have been out for 4 years, but it feels like they've only been out for 2. You know what I mean? Because of just the weird bridge we've been on for so long. So I don't know. I guess we'll see a PS5 Pro here soon. Apparently, Persona 5 Royal releases a hot sauce line and coffee collection that you can purchase online.
I looked at the hot sauces. They actually sound very good.
They do. I'll tell you, the Joker, that's one that I know the fiance would definitely be about. It's like what, Scorpion, Reaper, and whatever the other one was. And I'm just like, that one's a no for me, dog.
I would absolutely try it.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about buying the sauces. They do sound really good.
If I drank coffee, I would consider the coffee. But
Right. Apparently that spooky trailer that Nintendo put up, Emio, ended up just being a new Famicom Detective Club. It's the first new game in 30 years. They did remakes of the first 2 games in the last few years, but this is a brand new entry to the franchise.
So is it coming to a current Nintendo system, or is it coming out on the Famicom?
It's coming out on the current console.
Okay, I have to ask because we had the Game Boy game out of nowhere.
I understand. It is coming out on the Switch. I mean, I've never played a Famicom Detective Club. I mean, I read the description for this game. Sounds fun. I mean, it's $50. I'll probably play it. I like a murder mystery. Murder mysteries are a lot of fun. So I'll probably play it. I will say after the reveal, there was a lot of divide on this. A lot of interesting divide, right? Like there was a small portion that was just like, yes, new Famicom Detective Club. And then there was others, it's like, okay, that's cool, I guess. I'll play it. That looks fun. It's just not what I thought it was. And then there were the ones where it's just like, I mean, what the fuck? Why are we getting this? Let's get something completely new and original. It was very divided on this.
Then the small group goes going, what is that?
Yeah, there was that. There was that as well. It's like, what even is this? I don't even know what this is. Very divisive. Like, from the original hype behind it, where everyone's like, "Oh, here we go." Nintendo getting into like a horror game. Maybe they're gonna do something really cool and unique, like Eternal Darkness or something like that. No, it's just Famicom Detective Club. Whatever, right? But I don't know. Either way, I'll probably end up buying it at some point. Not anytime soon. I got enough games coming out right now that I've got to pick up, unfortunately. Nintendo also announced Joy-Con charging stand launching this November, and a lot of people's just like, where was this 7 years ago?
I was about to say, why are we just now getting this?
Yeah, like an officially licensed one. Honestly, I saw this, and the first thing I thought of is just the fact that like all those reports and leaks and stuff of the new Switch having magnetic Joy-Cons. I think this is just coming out as like, hey, you're probably going to want to pick this up if you still want to charge your old Joy-Cons and use them for your new Switch. Because you can use your current Joy-Cons for the new Switch, you just can't connect them. So that's all I read into this whenever I saw this thing get revealed. And then I also saw that Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night had a collab coming.
Not until March next year.
But it is coming, so shout out to that. And the last thing, of course, is Gamestetic Game of the Week. Whose week is it? Is it?
You did last week, right? I
did.
So it would be me.
All right. Gamestetic Game of the Week.
That sounds right. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to the PS2. I'm going to talk about Rogue Galaxy.
Ooh.
Rogue Galaxy is a space-based RPG that came out towards the end of the PS2 era. It was actually exceptionally good. It was actually a very top-tier RPG. I think a lot of people missed it, though, because it moved on to the next-gen consoles of 360 and PS3 at that time. But overall, fantastic story. Enjoyed the cast of characters. Have just a plethora of stuff to do. Everything from just adventuring on the worlds, doing small boss fights on different planets, collecting bugs, and taking them to a underground coliseum for bug fighting, where you could win prizes and actually high quality gear. Overall, a fantastic experience in the game, especially if you like sci-fi RPGs, which we don't get enough of. It was a one-off, unfortunately. There has never been another Rogue Galaxy ever since then, which is really sad for me. But overall, fantastic RPG experience. I would suggest go and check it out. You can buy it on Steam as well, because it's on Steam.
Very good reviews. I pulled it up.
It's a fantastic RPG.
And you can get it overall at a not horrible price, too. Just looking at Amazon, if you wanted to buy it physically, $31 in stock. You can also buy it just on the PlayStation Store digitally for $15.
Yep.
Overall not a horrible price. Near like really solid reviews. Like I see like an 83% here, like a 4.7 out of 5 here. So shout out to that. Shout out to Rogue Galaxy. Oh, look at that. IGN giving it a good score back in 2007.
Yep.
8.7 out of 10 by a Jeremy Dunham. Shout out Jeremy Dunham with IGN, who's probably not there anymore. Another installment of Gamestetic Game of the Week in the books. You boys got anything else, or are you ready for me to hit the music?
For anyone who's not still playing it, but Zenless is about to go on a 1.1 Tuesday.
What you, John?
I don't think so.
How's Evo been over there?
It's been great. I've been watching Tekken.
All right, right on. Let's do the music. Let's get out of here. Last thoughts.
Like, comment, subscribe, rate, whatever your platform allows. Okay. Comment about the new football game. That's all I got. I don't care about it.
All right, do everything he said and more. And if you like what you saw with us and want to see us, we do these live streams every Saturday, usually about 6 p.m. Central Time, somewhere in there. So you can come check us out then.
Make sure to check out the Discord. You can be a friend, tell a friend, and make sure to check out Rogue Energy and Agent Inc. with the referral links down below. Promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off the Rogue Energy order. You don't have to use it. Just use the referral link. You're still going to support the brand. So we will be live next Saturday, but then the Saturday after that, we will be taking a break for SummerSlam. Woo! That's going to be great. ATFS will also be live this upcoming Tuesday, so if you want to go listen to that, we'd appreciate that support. ATFS will be back weekly here in the next few weeks, so that's really exciting as well. Shut up, John. Until next time, guys. Bye.